everyone, and welcome back to the CO2 Rundown. I'm your host, Chad Owens. Happy Monday. I hope you all had an amazing weekend. It was a packed and busy weekend, sports, events. So I'm going to talk about that here in a second. But before we do, I want to give a huge mahalo to Long's Drugs for all of their support of the show. Let's continue to support local and making Long's Drugs a part of our days. Let's dive on in to the CO2 Rundown. Breaking news, and it's the news that the entire world has been waiting on. The NFL world, that is. Aaron Rodgers has officially been traded to the New York Jets for picks. The details of the trade, when I say picks, that means the Packers are going to get, a second round pick, a fourth round pick in 2023 draft, this draft, and potentially in 2024, a second round pick, which could be a first round pick. So yeah, that's what it means when the Jets get Aaron Rodgers. The Jets give the Green Bay Packers some of their picks that they would get. So essentially the Green Bay Packers would then get multiple picks in those rounds, right? So they're going to get their pick that they're sitting at, and they're also going to get the Jets' pick. So they're trading their picks. Nonetheless, Aaron Rodgers is headed to New York, playing for the Jets. And that's the big news. That's, Aaron Rodgers, MVP quarterback, still proved that he can get it done. And the Jets are a team that last year proved that they are a playoff team. They can run deep. And all they needed was a guy like Aaron Rodgers at the helm to hopefully take them over to that next level and go even deeper into the playoffs. Super Bowl contentions. That's why general managers make these types of moves. Is to elevate their team, get the fans more excited, and get the players, man. Now, imagine this. Imagine being a receiver on that team, right? A lineman. Anyone on the offensive side, the entire team, yes. But if I'm a receiver, which I played, and I know I got Aaron Rodgers going to be slinging me the rock now, I'm fired up. I can't wait to get it going. I hit up Aaron like, hey, man, when we going to get together? Let's start this chemistry. Because that's what it's about, right? Aaron Rodgers has been in Green Bay for so long, so he's got to get used to his new environment, in New York. He's got to get used to his new receivers, the way things operate there. It's going to be a transition for him, but he's a vet. There's nothing he really hasn't seen. Now, it's time to move forward. It's a new beginning for Aaron Rodgers. Let's just see how this pick and this trade unfolds for the New York Jets. We'll keep you guys updated. Whew, the Blaisdell was on fire this weekend with Bellator MMA, and our Hawaii fighters put on a show, right? Yancy Medeiros took care of business, got it done. Kai Kamaka won his fight. Sumiko Inaba, who they're saying looked like Max Holloway, and they're bouncing in and out, just doing work, doing damage. She got the victory. And, of course, Ilima Le McFarlane winning a split decision, which could give her, and most likely will give her, a title shot against the current champ, Liz Carmouche. Now, Ilima said, hey, during that time, she felt as if at the end of the fight, when they were about to do the decision, she thought she had lost. And when, as a fighter, as a competitor, when it's close, right? And I guess all the thoughts, all the emotions, everything from her entire career, was going through her mind. And she looked at her parents and she just told them that she loves them. And it could seem, and it had the feel of like, this might be it. Could be the very last fight. But Bellator, the judges, had other plans for Ilima Le, who's been an amazing ambassador for Bellator, for the sport of MMA, for Hawaii, and all the things we talked about. So with that, Ilima, we've got one more, all right? And I know you have one more in you. Right now you're taking some downtime, which you deserve, but gear back up and, make a run at it. One last shot for a title, and I believe that will be a huge one. So with that, congratulations again. Good luck. to you and all the rest of the Hawaii fighters who did their thing the other night. The best is yet to come. Let's go. Bye. On to the diamond, where this past weekend our University of Hawaii baseball team swept the Dirtbags of Long Beach State. Yes, the Dirtbags. That's their mascot. I found it surprising too when I thought it was a typo. But Long Beach State Dirtbags got swept. And this was a game I talked about where the two coaches, right? Our coach, Coach Rich Hill, and Long Beach State, Eric Valenzuela, right? They're friends. They coach together and they've known each other for a very long time. But, you know, you put that aside. You got a job to do. You coach your team up. And Coach Valenzuela said, hey, they played good all weekend. We had no answer for them. We got outplayed. We got outcoached. And that's a credit to Coach Rich Hill and the staff, right? When you get recognized and being outcoached, that means you put in the preparation. You put in the time. And to some degree, right, that there was a little bit of history there. So Coach Hill knows Coach Valenzuela, and maybe he knew what their weaknesses were or whatever you may have it. But they got out coached. They got outplayed. Players wanted Coach Hill, right? They wanted him to win the friendship battle game. But nonetheless, we improved to 19-13 overall, 9-6 in the Big West, and the Dirtbags dropped to 22-15 overall and 9-9 in the Big West. The goal of the season, right? You take the wins, the losses, and you get better for the next week. If you can keep getting better through those things, you're going to give yourself a chance at the end when it's time to play for a championship. Let's go, Bows. Huge congratulations to our second consecutive Big West champions. Our UH men's volleyball team got it done. Whew! Anyway, look, they earned the Big West champs and they earned the second seed in the NCAA tournament. UCLA got the first seed. So that gives us the bye. So what does that mean? Well, we're going to be playing on May 4th at the George Mason's Eagle Bank Arena. And here's the scenario, okay? We're waiting, or we're going to be playing the winner of Penn State, who is waiting to see who wins between Ohio State and King. Okay, so that's kind of what we're waiting on. Ohio State versus King. Whoever wins that is going to take on Penn State. And whoever wins that game, right, I'm anticipating Penn State, right, will then play University of Hawaii on May 4th. Look, I've been saying it all year. The three-peat, right, history, legacy. And here we are, right, end of the season, feeling good, feeling hot. And, I feel as if we're the best team right now, right? So we're going to give ourselves a chance. We put ourselves in position all season long, right? The goal of winning the Big West title to be in this exact position. This is why we do it. This is why we work hard in off season. This is why we train hard. This is why we practice hard. This is why we battle it out in games. Right? Athletes, it takes sacrifices. To achieve the ultimate goal of becoming a champion, you got to make those sacrifices. You got to put in the work. You got to work with each other. Right? You got to be a family. All the things that is required to be the best. And we've done it 2 years in a row now, coming up on 3. So we've got a few weeks to go before we can go ahead and solidify that three-peat. But it starts on May 4th. And I know Hawaii, we're all going to be tuned in. So with that, congratulations again to University of Hawaii men's volleyball team. Put in the best, week of work, the best preparations up until this May 4th game that you've ever done in your entire life. Leave no stone unturned. Let's make it happen. Let's get it done. Let's go, Bows. Whew, and that is it for today's show. I want to thank you all so much for tuning in with me here today on this Motivational Monday type show. I felt as if I was sort of giving our UH men's volleyball team a pep talk there. But it's about that, man. I love sports. I'm super passionate about it. And that's why they are in the position they're in, because they also love what they do. They love every part of the process. And for those of you who are watching, hey, I want you to love every part of your process as well. Work. I always encourage you guys on Mondays to come out fast, start fast. right? To set yourself up for another winning week, another winning day. You string a lot of those winning days together, you know, that over time creates a big win, right? So continue to do that. And thank you guys so much again for tuning in each and every week. And huge mahalo once again to Long's Drugs for all of their support of the show. Let's continue to support local and making Long's Drugs a part of our days. Like I said, man, start fast this week. Keep going. Win today. When tomorrow comes, you focus on winning tomorrow. I will see you all come Wednesday. Aloha.